It's week 6 of the NFL, and we'll see Brock Purdy. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the 49ers and the Titans. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in pretty desperate here for a win as they've started the year 0-5.
And it seems way too early to start talking about hot seats. But guess what? When a team is 0-5, people start wondering about their jobs.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Levis going to the air right away. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Levis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On the toss, it's Spears. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They begin on the ground with Guerrero. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Purdy bootlegging it. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now 2nd and 9. Levis sets up to throw here. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Levis back to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Niners at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Purdy. And this is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 36 yards. And the Niners are able to extend their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Tennessee offense set to go again. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
And Levis going to change the play. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That one's taken in by Spears. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Niners offense had Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Come on, like 90.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The Niners set to take over on offense. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Purdy. Flushed out right. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Purdy being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Purdy eluding the pressure right. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Cameron Latu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Moody for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Levis from the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Kadarius Toney, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Purdy looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And this is caught, Jennings. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that... And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Like 13.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Levis looking to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grade.
And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The extra point try now for Moody. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Tracy, 49.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. He gets this one to Boyd. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Pass caught by Pearsall. Uses the spin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Back to throw, Purdy. Flush to his right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now Moody for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here's Levis. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now Levis. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Ready? No, go!
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
The extra point try now for Moody. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Leonard Floyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Niners, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.